Hello and welcome to Brent's Crossroads. Today I want to start my series of videos for my January 17th through 26th sailing on Royal Caribbean Serenade of the Seas. Future videos will feature ship tours, food, onboard entertainment, and ports of call for the voyage. This first video is a tour of room 7668, which was our room for the sailing. Try to be as complete as possible, and I hope you enjoy the trip around the room with me. So be sure to like and subscribe if you want to check out my takes on travel, Disney, Universal, and cruising. There is also more content on the Brent's Crossroads website, and the address is in the description below. So, thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you out again on the Crossroads. Goodbye. All right, welcome to the Serenade of the Seas. It's going to be a room tour for our room on this cruise. We're on the 7th floor, room 7668. As usual, slip your card in. All right, so as soon as you enter, on the back side, the doors are magnetic. So you have magnets here. Instead of having a door tag for your door handle, there's a magnet in case you don't want to be disturbed by housekeeping. You have two light switches next to it. One of them is for the light right above the door by the closet. The other one is for the light there above the slider doors going out to the deck, to the patio area. Over here on this side, you've got two hooks that you can use for your lanyards, for your SeaPass cards, hats, purses, your thermostat, which is a basic, you just turn. The room stayed fairly cool where we had it. Didn't really get hot. There's also a little place that I guess you could put keys if you're packing keys around, or a lighter, or God knows what. It's also a door stopper, but that's more for when they're bringing the luggage in. Then on the back, of course, you have your emergency alarm stuff, your room map, your assembly information. Then beside it, on this side, you have your closet and your bathroom. The closet, this is really weird. This closet the ends overhang each other, so it doesn't ever really totally close. She's getting ready to go in for her refit and the dry dock, so maybe that is an issue that they will address when it's there. So in your top of the closet, you've got your life vests, then two sides with hangers. It can hold not a large luggage, but a medium-sized luggage. On this side, on both sides, there's a pull-down rack if you need more hanger space, or like we used, you can sit backpacks on top of it. In the middle, you have shelving. They go all the way down to the floor, and they are very, very, very deep. Like this goes up past my elbow, and it's not terrible for the top couple, but once you start getting down to the lower ones, it's really hard to see and reach down unless you bend over constantly or crouch down constantly. You can put shoes on the bottom. And on this side, the bathroom, the restroom, this is your light. This controls the exhaust fan inside, the speed that you have it going, whether it's on low or high. When you open up the door, you've got 4 hooks on the door to hang towels, bags. I do like the way the handles work in here, better than some of the other cruise lines I've been on. There's nothing on the bottom like some of the RC ships. for women to put their legs up on to shave their legs. You have the drain over here and not in the floor. Instead of a curtain, it's got the sliding doors. And you have to be careful because sometimes if it doesn't shut all the way, it'll be a gap and you'll get a bunch of water on the floor. So you always have to be aware and make sure you shut it all the way. But it's also got the usual, you can pull across to hang your swimsuits or towels on to dry, towel racks, usual toilet space. This is really nice on the toilet paper roll to help keep it in place and to keep things from rolling around. Here's your outlet up here. Got 2 cup holders, the sink, and unlike some of the other cruise lines I've been on, we noticed this one has a trap. So if you drop something down it, like an earring or something, you can probably get it out of there without having to call maintenance to undo the elbow underneath the sink. This side does not have a cabinet. This side does have a cabinet with shelving. And then at the bottom, you got your typical shelving, little trash can, personal waste, your mat for the floor in front of the shower. And this room, down underneath here, when it's dark, when you step close to the bathroom door, there's a light underneath this corner to where you can see it's kind of bright. And if you're sleeping on this side of the room, on that bed, on the bed, it can get kind of bright and wake you up at night. And over here, you have your mirrors, your lights, your outlets. This is the switch for the lights. Then you have 2 regular outlets, an international outlet, the old place for a modem and a telephone and a data port, because this boat is old. There's 2 cabinets on each side, and they are very spacious. We were able to hold all kinds of different drinks and stuff inside. This one will hold like your 16.9 ounce bottles. Cans can fit on these other ones if you don't want to leave them sitting around the room, the ones that you bring onto the boat. Then you have your desk area where you have your chair, your large middle drawer with a lot of your information in it. Then each side has 3 identical drawers. Start off, you've got a pull out, and then 3 larger drawers. This is the one that has a box of tissues and it's got your hair dryer. Then underneath here, it's got your trash can. This room didn't have a footrest. Another large size mirror. Here's the TV, which is very tiny. And it's weird how it sits. It sits where you can watch it from the bed or you can watch it from the couch. But there's an area there you can draw a curtain across. And if you don't move the TV, the curtain goes halfway through the television. It doesn't move up or down, but you can slide it over to the side and then move it back. And then there's room underneath for things. We kept the remote, the ducks we brought to hide. Up above it, this was another good storage area. It's where your safe is at. Very deep shelving, plenty of height for things. Then down underneath the television is where the refrigerator is at. It's smaller than some of the other cruise lines I've been on, but this one stayed very, very cold. It kept our drinks good and cold without keeping the door propped open. It held 3 rows of cans across the bottom. It'll fit a full bottle of wine across the top. The 16.9 ounce bottles are kind of a rough fit just because of the size. But with the cans we had brought, you could always take out this top shelf and adjust it. But we had more cans than what we had bottles. Unlike some of the other ones, there's no shelving in the door. The only issue, because this is a very, very tight corner right here from where this is, this came out, the hinge came off a couple days into the cruise. And at first we thought it was something we did. We hit it, we bumped it, but then we looked and saw where there had been 5 or 6 different drill holes in it. So it's been fixed multiple times. Then across from there, you have your table, the towel menagerie, artwork. The walls are magnetic, which is really good. We were able to bring our magnetic hooks to hang some of our backpacks, jackets, hats. Couch is small, little dingy. There's some like tears and stuff in it. This stuff is definitely worn, but hopefully some of this stuff is what's getting replaced when they're in dry dock. So over here you have your curtain, like we'd said. Behind it is the switch for the light above the couch. As we get over toward the bed, there's a nightstand that's the same on both sides. The telephone, which is kind of a pain here because of being on the nightstand. It takes away the nightstand space. So what we did is we just wedged it in between the curtain and the couch to get it out of the way. And that worked fairly well. Above it, you got your light. Switch here for the light above the bed. This first switch here does the light above the slider door. Then there's a reading light on the bottom, which is nice, and you can turn it because it's really bright at night, and if you have it facing this way, you'll probably go blind. But if you turn it this way, you can still refine and not give the sun to the person on the other side of the bed. This first switch we assume is the one that's supposed to turn the lamp on, but we never did get that one to work the whole time. And in the bed, since we couldn't fit our big luggage inside of the closet, this is where we were able to fit it, and it fit fine until you get to the center divider. The pillows were very comfortable and fine. The bed was a little firm and fine. It was okay. It does get this, the divide in the middle, which seems to grow during the week, no matter how much you push the mattresses back together. And then, as I was saying, it's curved, so you can try to make your way around it, but it's still a tight fit. And it's a connecting room, and if it's the middle of the night and you're trying to get by, even because it's so tight, it's like I've hit my elbow on this handle so many times, it's not even funny. Then there's 2 switches here. The first one is the main room lights. The second one is the light above the balcony. On this side, they did update to where you have USB, 2 international plugs, which we used our adapter and it worked fine. Same deal as the other side. You have your reading light. And this side, the light does come on when you turn it on. So we were able to use my USB fan, which works perfect since RC doesn't allow extension cords anymore. Got a drawer. Then you've got a shelf underneath. This room also has where you can pull down the bunk bed, the upper bed. Then we come over here. You got the you can draw the curtains. They work really good, and they darken the room occasionally. Just at if it's swinging and the ship's moving, it'll slide up a little bit. But they're really good at blacking out the light. Overall, it's a fairly spacious room. I mean, it's typical. I do like the fact that instead of being a regular door, it's a slider and it's full size on both sides. So you have a full view out onto your balcony. The handle is also nice. And this is a deeper balcony, like more of an extended balcony. You have a table, 2 chairs, and this one had a lounger. And like other ships that have the light outside, this does not have the light outside. Instead, your light is the one that's in front of the curtains. So you have to leave your curtains open when you come out to kind of backlight the balcony. So it's an extended. You have this nice overhang here. Helps keep you out of the sun. And this is at the back of the ship. So here's the back end. This is kind of considered an obstructed view, because then you have the overhang here in front. We were really surprised. We really didn't hear our neighbors at any time on either side of us, unless they were outside on their phones or watching TV on their tablet with no earphones. And we were especially curious about what it would be like, because below us is the Safari Club, and we didn't hear anything from the Safari Club. So really, as far as noise control goes, this has probably been one of the best ships I've been on. So anyway, there's your tour of room 7668. Thanks, and I'll see you guys later at the crossroads.